Okay, so just got done seeing Longlegs, and it was a long movie. It was over 2.5 hours, but it did not seem like that long at all. It felt like an hour and 50 or something like that. It's a movie that I'm gonna have to either watch again or figure some stuff out through other people's reviews or stuff like that. Because there's so much to unpack in the movie. There's just shots and things in the background, and there's some of the dialogue was hard to understand, and there's things you have to read a couple of times, and just images that you have to try to piece together. So I definitely didn't get everything, but overall it was excellent. Masterpiece, I don't know yet. It's not jumping out as a masterpiece, although it could be if somehow 20 things in it made sense more than I'm able to make sense out of them now. But yeah, overall, I love how you don't know exactly if the Longlegs character is paranormal. You don't know exactly, if he's just a regular human being at first. It really withholds a lot, and makes you wonder what exactly really is going on. The setting of the movie, there's a picture of Bill Clinton on one of the walls, and I'm thinking, okay. And then you start seeing cars and things like that and technology. Okay, so this takes place sometime in the 90s. I kept on thinking of Silence of the Lambs and Seven, feeling like inspirations for the movie. There's some Zodiac stuff. So it's kind of like if the Zodiac killer was in a horror movie, but it leaned more on the detective aspects rather than the demonic horror aspects. It's definitely one of those movies that I could definitely foresee some people not liking because it is very quiet. There's loud moments, but it is very quiet because the character, among many other characters in the movie, is very awkward. Her interpersonal skills is lacking big time. You see her very quietly move about and say very little, and she ends up acting and doing weird things. Some of the decisions that she makes, especially towards the end, really gets you thinking that am I missing something? Like, I know she's weird, but she's not stupid. There's certain protocols that you must do. So I got to give certain aspects about certain things more thought and see if I just missed some clues or some things about how some of the events in the end happened. But so that could take the movie up a notch or down a notch, just depending on what unravels. But yeah, I mean, overall, her detective partner, I'm terrible with names, but I really liked his character. Of course, you got Nicolas Cage. He's not the star of the movie, but he plays the best role that he could play as far as this movie goes. And he puts on another great Nicolas Cage wacky performance. I mean, there's some great stuff from him in here. So I would almost say see the movie just to see some of the stuff that he does in there. Yeah, I mean, it's visually well done, edited really well. All the acting's great. It keeps you thinking throughout the entire movie, and I mean, you're totally involved. Like I said, it was over 2.5 hours, and it flew by. The ending felt like it was the ending, but still left me, questioning lots of things that happened before it. There's a lot to piece together. You're doing math in your head. You're figuring out which scenes belong where at in time, and certain characters, you don't get introduced to characters. They appear, and you have to figure out who that character is and what they're doing through the dialogue. The dialogue, which is very tight. I mean, it's very little dialogue, but yet you get a lot of information, and it's just not spelling things out to you whatsoever. So yeah, a lot of great things. I would definitely watch it again, just because I want to see exactly, if there was things I missed, or piece together maybe gaps in the plot that I could have missed this time. I definitely got most everything, everything that at the base level of understanding the movie was easy to put together by the end. But there's a little questions here and there. But yeah, overall, if you like psychological thrillers, definitely give this one a chance, because it's one of those movies that it's hard to rely on what other people say to know whether you're going to enjoy this or not. I mean, obviously you have to like psychological thrillers, you have to like these types of movies, but yeah, I can see how it wouldn't be for some people, but overall, we'll see about the masterpiece. We shall see about that. But as it stands, a very high recommendation, really good, and I'll catch you in the next one.